What if time stopped? Not forever, just for 1 second. What would happen to you, to the Earth, to everything? 1 second. It sounds like nothing. But physics says that one frozen second would be the most catastrophic event in human history. Here's the first problem. The Earth spins at over 1,600 kilometers per hour at the equator. If time stopped, the planet would stop with it. But you would not stop. Your body, still carrying all that momentum, would be flung forward at 1,600 kilometers per hour. Instantly, every person, every animal, every vehicle, every loose object on Earth hurled eastward at supersonic speed. Nothing attached to the ground would survive. The oceans are not bolted down. All that water, billions of tons, would keep moving. A wall of ocean traveling at jet speed. Every coast on Earth obliterated.
Deep inside the Earth, the molten iron core is constantly moving. That movement creates our magnetic field, the invisible shield protecting us from the sun's radiation. If time stops, the core stops. The magnetic field collapses, and the full force of solar radiation reaches the surface, unfiltered, unblocked. Without the magnetic field, the solar wind strips the atmosphere away. The air itself begins to leave, and without air, everything that is left alive does not stay that way. Let us say you are on an airplane when it happens. The engines stop. The fuel stops burning, the lift disappears, you are in a metal tube 40,000 feet above the ground and gravity is still working. Every plane in the sky at that moment, and there are over 10,000 at any given time, begins to fall. Every surgery in progress around the world stopped mid-cut. Every machine keeping someone alive powered down, every pacemaker silent. Every digital signal in the world travels at the speed of light. If time stops, those signals stop too. The internet dies, every phone call drops mid-sentence, every transaction freezes. Every bank transaction, every stock market trade, every digital payment mid-process. The global financial system locked in place. No one knows what anyone owes or owns. Nuclear power plants require constant cooling. The cooling pumps stop working, the heat builds, you do not need a physicist to tell you what happens next. Every power grid on Earth fails simultaneously. In seconds, the entire planet goes dark. Every weather system stops, rain frozen mid-fall, lightning bolts suspended in air, tornadoes locked in place like sculptures. Sound travels through air as pressure waves, time stops, the waves stop. Every word being spoken on Earth dies before it reaches the listener. Even the air itself stops moving. Every breath you were mid-taking paused. Every sneeze, every heartbeat, every nerve signal in every human body frozen. Your heart is mid-beat, your neurons are mid-firing, your blood is mid-flow. You are a biological machine and someone just hit pause on every single process inside you. But here is the strange part, you would not feel it. You cannot experience a second you are not living through. Time stopping means your consciousness stops with it. And then time restarts. 1 second later, everything lurches back into motion, and the consequences arrive all at once. The moment time resumes, every object that was moving before resumes at full speed. The shockwave of resumed momentum circles the Earth like a ring of destruction. The energy released in that single resumption moment would be equivalent to thousands of nuclear bombs detonating simultaneously across the entire planet's surface. Physicists who study this thought experiment keep arriving at the same conclusion. There is no version of time stopping for 1 second that ends well for anything alive. Light from the sun takes 8 minutes to reach us. If time stops, the light in transit stops too. Those photons hang frozen in space between the sun and Earth. Every star you see in the night sky, you are seeing old light. Light that left those stars years, centuries, thousands of years ago, all of it stops in transit. The sky goes dark. Here is the deepest question. If time stops for 1 second, does that second exist? Can something happen in a duration that contains no time? Even the question breaks physics. Time is not a thing that moves through the universe. Time is the universe moving. To stop time is to stop existence itself, not pause it, end it. Einstein showed us that time and space are one thing, spacetime. You cannot freeze one without freezing the other. Stopping time means stopping space. Stopping space means nothing can be anywhere. Which means if time truly stopped for 1 second, the universe itself would cease to exist for that second, and there is no guarantee it would ever start again. No light, no matter, no space, no time, just nothing for 1 second that contains no seconds. And then somehow it comes back, the universe resumes, time restarts, and everything that was is again. Would anything survive? Would you survive? The honest answer from physics is probably not. Nothing in our universe is built to survive the absence of time. And yet, here you are, watching seconds tick by, each one arriving exactly as expected, each one a small miracle you have never once had to think about. We take time so completely for granted that we measure our frustration in seconds, we waste them, we wish them away, we complain that they move too slowly. But every second of your existence requires the most precise, unimaginable coordination of physics, chemistry, and biology ever assembled in this universe. Your heart is beating, light is reaching your eyes, sound is reaching your ears, gravity is holding you to the ground, all of it happening exactly on schedule. 1 second, the thing you never think about, the thing that, if it disappeared, would take everything with it. Next time you feel like time is passing too slowly, remember what stopped time would actually mean, and feel grateful for the boring, steady, reliable tick. Einstein called time the fourth dimension, Wheeler called it nature's way of keeping everything from happening at once. Both were right, time is not background, time is everything. Your brain does not experience time evenly either. Boring moments stretch, exciting moments compress. Your mind has been editing time your entire life without telling you. We dream about stopping time, freezing the moment, holding the perfect second forever. It sounds beautiful. Physics tells us it would be the opposite. Every second that passes is gone forever, unrepeatable, irretrievable. The universe does not offer refunds on time spent. Which makes every second you have not a small thing. A second of your life is a second the universe is running specifically for you. Time is moving right now, your heart is beating, your neurons are firing, the universe is doing everything right, and you are here for it. Stop time would be nothing. Moving time, even with all its difficulty and loss and confusion, is everything. 1 second, the most ordinary thing in the universe, and the most extraordinary. Time is moving, you are moving with it, and that right now is exactly enough. That is what would happen if time stopped for just 1 second. If this blew your mind, subscribe to StoryFacts.